everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I hope you guys are enjoying life. I really do. I know things are crazy. Things appear to be upside down. They appear to be like, what's going on? And for those of us that have been awake for a while, I know it's frustrating. I get it. I'm right there with you, because you've been told, you've heard, oh, it's coming, it's going to happen. I mean, how many of you watch tarot readings, watch energy updates, watch whatever? You get information saying it's happening. The thing, and then and then time goes by, and you're like, what the heck? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And you get tired of listening to, oh, it's coming, it's happening, have patience, trust the process, all this kind of stuff. I'm here to tell you, I'm right there with you. I get it. But when you honestly look at where we are right now, as opposed to where we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it really truly is unraveling. It really truly is shifting. Is it at the speed that we wanted it to be? No. But look what's happened. Because if it had happened, and stick with me, because Jesus wants to channel today, okay? So it's coming. This is coming. And I know he's got a really good message. He always does. But what I'm saying is, if we had shifted 5 years ago, how many of you wouldn't have made it? How many people that you know wouldn't have made it? Because they weren't ready. You weren't ready. You weren't where you are now. So, and I don't want to tell you to hang in there, have patience, trust the process, but pretty much that's, no. You know what it is? It's, you control your ego. Stop allowing your ego to control you. Your ego wants to hurry up. Hurry up and get here. Hurry up. This is uncomfortable. Let me get out of this situation. You came here to enjoy the journey. So enjoy it. I know it's frustrating. I know I have days where I'm like, oh my God, really? I just want to hit the eject button and get off this freaking planet. I have days where I'm just like, Scotty, beam me up, because there is no intelligent life in my existence. Because the stupidity, the idiocracy, the whatever you want to call it, runs rampant. So I'm there with you. The thing is, that's your ego telling you that there's something wrong. This is not a comfortable place to be. So you want out. Let's speed this process up. In actuality, time is irrelevant. Everything you want is already here. It just, you don't see it in your reality. But when you shift, when you shift your mindset, your belief system, everything, you start shifting your reality. So anyway, I like I said, I get it, because I have those days too, where you're, just like the full moon we have today. You see all this stuff about this is happening. These are things that are, it's bringing these energies to light and yada, 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 and all that stuff. And yet you wake up and you're like, I don't see it. Or maybe you do see something. You know, maybe you're one of those that has seen drastic changes. Personally, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people that sees huge revelations. So that's where we have to go back. Center yourself. Love yourself. And it's like trust the process keeps wanting to come out, but it really truly is just no. Enjoy the journey more than anything. Enjoy every moment, every now moment. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to bring Jesus through. I don't really know what message he has today, but I just trust that it's whatever, if you're still here, it's whatever you need to hear today. So anyway, hang on. Let me do my thing. Greetings, my dear brothers and sisters. Pam is right. You came here to enjoy this journey. You knew coming into this, and this isn't to patronize you. This isn't to make you go, oh my God, another one of those speeches, another one of those, just hang in there. Another one of those, it's coming. That's not what we're here for. We love you beyond words, beyond your imagination, beyond anything you've ever felt in this lifetime. We love you. We are co-creating. Yes, there are parts that we want what's the highest and best for everybody. And yes, sometimes we see you, we see your anxiety. We always see your anxiety. We always see whatever you're going through. We see your impatience, and we don't mean that in a bad way. We just see where you want this to hurry up and get on with it. And we understand that. Everything happens in divine time. There are more pieces moving that you could ever be aware of. Because if we just shifted things for you, honestly, you would feel cheated. And I know. We feel you because you just sank. You just said, you're crazy. I wouldn't feel cheated. How could I possibly feel cheated to get out of this nonsense, to get out of this mess, to get out of this situation? My dear soul, look back over your life. How many things have you been through already? And you get to the other side and you say, well, that wasn't that bad. Or I'm glad I went through that because something beautiful came from it. We promise you, this is the same thing. You're in it right now. That's why it feels so heavy. That's why it feels so long lasting. Because you're in it. The saying you have, time flies when you're having fun. That's where we want you. Have fun. Enjoy the process. And we promise you it won't seem like forever. Because when you are enjoying what you're doing, when you're enjoying your life, your existence, you don't want to get off this planet. You don't want to get out of this reality. You're just going with the flow. When you drop the walls of anxiety and you drop the barriers of limiting beliefs, and we say all of this with the utmost love for you, it allows us to guide you in ways that you're blocking when you're living in hurry up. And you're looking at your watch. When is it going to happen? Oh, they said this was going to happen. And nothing happened. We promise you things are happening. Some things are happening in other galaxies that are still co-creating with this one. We promise you things are happening on other planets that again are co-creating with this one. Yes, Earth is a huge player in this game. The human race is a huge player in this game. It was an experiment. Experiments have to play out their course, because if you don't learn everything from the experiment, you are doomed to repeat the mistakes that ended you up in a place basically where you are now. We don't ever want this for you again. We allowed this to happen. You allowed this to happen. Because of agreements beyond your physical existence. You are playing a huge role in this game on Earth, this illusion. The experiment is coming to a close, yes. It has been thousands of years in the making. That's why you are enlightened. That's why you came back. You came back for the finale. And that doesn't mean it's a finish line. The game is over. The Matrix, yes, will be over. The illusion will be over. On this, in your existence. It will continue to play out for those that need it to continue evolving. Not everybody is ready to step out of this game. From a place of they woke up. They see what went wrong, so they know not to repeat it again. Some people are still living in what went wrong, where you gave your power away. And when we say what went wrong, it's just what perpetuated the situation that you're in now on this planet of the corruption and the greed and the destruction of the planet. For those of you that have woken up to the fact and you've stepped into your power, you've stepped into the knowing of, okay, this is why we got here. This is how we got here. That's your ticket out. Because you know what happened. So you're not destined to repeat it again. It's like climbing a ladder. Some people are still at the bottom. Some people are in the middle. Some people are closer to the top. When you are at the top, you can see everything below you. And not from a less than standpoint. But you can see you're at a higher vantage point. You see much more of the picture. That's where you are. That doesn't make you better. That's where I was when I came here. I came back in an elevated state. I was at the top of the ladder. So I already knew. I could see the bigger picture. That's all that was. I was trying to express that to the people that were at the bottom of the ladder. They had just come into this journey, into this experience. They were newer souls. They came here from other existences to start this process for their soul. I was trying to explain it to them, show them what was available. Some chose to see it, some did not. Most did not. But those teachings, what I said, while yes, some of it has been corrupted and changed to meet certain agendas, the crux of everything that I taught was unconditional love. And you are everything, just like I was, just like I am. You are as much I am as I am. There's no difference. It's just, where are you on this ladder? Where are you in your ascension process? Not from a judgment place, but most of you that follow Pam are much higher on the ladder than those that choose to stay lower. They're the ones that they call you crazy. They look at you like they don't understand what you're saying. You're possessed. You're a witch. You do demonic things because you don't follow. They don't understand. Not only do you understand, you understand, because you are remembering who and what you are. You are remembering your divinity. You're seeing things from the bigger picture. Again, that's not a better than. It's just a different position. You've elevated your soul higher. So, yes, we understand. I understand. I've been there. when I had my existence here on planet Earth in the physical. Was it a bed of roses? No. Did I have bad days? Yes. Did I have unpleasant experiences? Yes. It was an experience I chose to have to show you, if I can do it, you can do it. That's why you are now here, because you've done it. It's not a game over and you just end everything. The ladder is infinite. You will continue to climb until you are back to the ultimate source. And you have experienced everything your soul chooses to experience. Your expression of the divine experiences everything that it chooses to experience, which there's infinite possibilities. We want you to enjoy this process. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It's all happening for a reason for you. If it wasn't happening for you, you'd be somewhere else. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And we know some of you, you look at the tragedies that happen on this planet, the floods, the fires, the mass killings, and you see the people that have been killed or died in that process. My dear soul, remember, everybody leaves this existence one day or another. That soul chose that path as part of the experience. It's more than the human mind can wrap itself around. It's more than your human mind can be okay with. Because if you have lost a loved one in one of those situations, that is the last thing you want to hear. But would you be any more ready for that soul to leave this planet if they were 108 years old? No, you're still going to miss them. You're still not going to be ready for them to go. You're still going to think, what could I have done to extend their life? What could I have done? Why did it happen? There's never a time where you're ready for anybody to leave this existence. There's no difference. It's the path that soul took to exit this planet at the time they chose to exit this planet. And even for young children, some young children, some souls come in here for a very short period of time because they have a very specific lesson to learn, role to play in co-creation with their parent, another sibling, they do it, and they've basically completed their mission. So they get to leave here from this physical existence, go back to the other side, as you would call it, which is just being released from the confines of your 3D body, your human meat suit. That's it. They're still here. But then they get to pick something else. Their next evolution, their next character they get to play in this role, in the game. You see because you've been told death is finite. The only thing finite is your physical existence ends. Your soul lives forever. It has and it will. That is a hard concept to understand. It is not an understanding, it is an understanding. It comes from remembering who you are. And the more you step into, which a lot of you already have, the more you step into who you are, the more you can allow yourself to enjoy this journey. From a place of, I get to have fun. I get to do what I want to do. I get to have this experience. Whatever it is. It's just like a child. You tell a child, don't stick a fork in the light socket because you're going to get shocked. How many children stick a fork in the light socket? Because it's an experience they need to have to learn. Don't touch the fire, it's hot. And then what happens? They touch the fire and they get burned. It's no different than smelling a rose. Your ego sees that as something pleasant, or some of you, it gags you. But again, it's an experience. Some of you are allergic to that. You don't know that until you smell the rose. It's an experience you get to have. Enjoy all of it. Learn from all of it. If it's something you have fun with and you choose to have it again, go have it again. Go buy a bunch of roses. If roses make you happy, go buy a bunch of flowers. Just enjoy the journey. Even for those that work, enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you're good at. If you don't enjoy it, change it. You have that power. You can make that decision. So yes, we promise you things are shifting. You may not see it as an instantaneous deposit in your account. You may not see it as your soulmate just appeared. You may not see it as you got that new job. just out of the blue. But we promise you, things are conspiring for you. Things are falling into place for you. You'll look back one day and go, oh my gosh, it really happened. You might not even understand how it happened. Pam looks back over her last 10 years and sees where she was as opposed to where she is now. She tries to put it into words. People will say, well, how'd you get there? It's a process. That's why she can't put it into words. It's not one thing. There's no magic spell. There's no take a pill and you'll get there. Do this modality and you'll get there. It's a process. Look back over your life. Can you explain everything you've been through, how you got to this point? Probably not. You might have bits and pieces, but they were bits and pieces that you didn't even know existed. There were things that were moving behind the scenes, as you call it, that you didn't even know were happening. That's why we say, let go. Just let go of the outcome. Know what you want. Follow your guidance from a place of allowing and accepting. Accept what comes as it comes. That doesn't mean fight it. That doesn't mean judge it. Things are unfolding for you all the time. It may not make sense at the moment that it shows up in your reality, but if you accept it, even if it doesn't seem pleasant at that moment, accept it and move forward. Don't get stuck in, oh my God, this happened, and go into victimhood or fear. Accept it. Enjoy the journey. Again, we promise you, it is beautiful from this side. And I know you're like, well, why can't we come to that side? You've been here. You've been here. You saw it. That's why you came back. Because now you get to experience it. If you only knew how lucky and blessed you are to be having this experience. This is a once in a lifetime, once in a evolutionary process that you are going through now. If you understood the magnitude of what you are getting to experience, you would have such a blast. You would have such a good time. You would be like, I don't ever want to leave this existence, because you see the beauty in it. We are enjoying co-creating this with you. We are always here with you. Even through what you consider to be bad. It's your perspective. Pam did a video yesterday about perspective, and that is all it is. That's your ego. Your ego is your perspective. It's your consciousness. Looking at the situation from what it's been told, what it's learned, and forming the opinion of it's good or it's bad. It just is. It's like the observer effect. There's no meaning to it until you observe it. It just is a situation. It doesn't take on a meaning until you look at it and give it one. So what meaning, what experience do you want to have? We love you so much. Enjoy every moment. Because the saddest thing is to see souls. There's a dragonfly for transformation and truth. To see souls get to the end of your life and have any regrets because they didn't tell someone they loved them, or somebody passes and then you regret that you didn't say I love you. You didn't take time to spend with them. And you look back and you go, I really could have. It was a choice I made. And then you beat yourself up. And you judge the situation. Or you're the one getting to the end of your existence here. And you look back and you regret it. And you think, I could have. Only if I knew then what I know now. Now is your choice. Make the choice to enjoy whatever it is. Don't get to the end of this life and have regrets. We don't want that for you any more than you really want that for yourself. Or see someone else getting to the end of their life and you regret not being able to spend time with them. Not regret not being able to do more for them. Sometimes it's just a phone call. Sometimes it's just a visit. We love you more than words. We want you to enjoy. It's your choice. Stop worrying about what's coming, what's happening, when's it going to happen, because it's out of your control anyway. So why are you worried about it? Just allow it to happen. Allow things to unfold, because I can tell you from sitting where we're sitting, you're going to get to the other side of this and go, oh my gosh, I wish I had known this. It was fun getting there, because you're going to see what you went through as it took that to get you here. like I said earlier, if we ended your process right now, and we're not going to tell you when this is happening, because then you've got the expectation of, and you'll put your life on hold. If we just stopped your situation and put you in 5D or beyond, and you're not ready, or you still have something to experience, again, you're going to feel cheated. You're going to get angry because you didn't get to enjoy everything you came here to enjoy. You can't go back. Once you're there, you can't go back. And you can't say, oh, well, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have, whatever it is, and then go back and do it. No, you've already passed that point. So do it. Whatever brings you joy. We send you love. We send you so many blessings. You are a blessing. Start to see how much of a blessing you are. How divine you truly are. And every moment will just keep getting better and better and better. And then one day you'll wake up and go, I made it. I'm here. How did that happen? It's part of life. It's part of the journey. It's part of the fun. We will talk to you soon.